Hello, my name is Debra Adams. I was led to lead a women's life group. It was focused on not only being forgiven, but forgiving as Jesus forgave. I was led by God to start this group, to share my life, my testimony. He told me it was time. And when I didn't think I would have the opportunity, one of my ladies asked me, "Why is it so hard to forgive yourself?" I looked into her eyes of tears, and I said to her, "Let me tell you the most awful thing I ever did." I was about 20 years old when I chose to have an abortion. I was isolated from my family. I lived in another state. I was married to someone who didn't love me. And I didn't know Jesus, even though my soul told me it was wrong. And although I knew nothing of Jesus as my Savior, my choice disturbed me. While I was preparing for this testimony, I sat back and I closed my eyes and I asked Jesus to take me back during that time. And I asked him, "Jesus, what was I feeling? What was I feeling?" Jesus showed me a woman standing in a dark corner. She was looking out into a room that was flooded with color and light. There were people relating to each other, laughing, smiling, talking. But the woman in the corner, she had to stay there because she had a secret to protect. Get a glimpse of what Jesus did for me. I relate to the woman wiped Jesus' feet. And the Pharisees are like, "Do you not know who she is, what she is?" And he said that she was a sinner and her sins were many, but those who have been forgiven much love much. And therein lies the freedom. Once we've repented of our moral failures, Jesus will come in and heal our hearts from all pain and the trespasses against us. At the age of 44, Jesus became my Savior and my Lord. I experienced heart healing through the power of Jesus Christ. The chains were broken and I was finally set free. Even though this is painful, I just love people. And I don't want to forget the pain. I pray that God gives me tears. Otherwise, you can't cry with people. Not if you ask God to take away the tears. But I want to feel the pain so that I can be of use for someone else. I believe there are many women who can relate to my story. But there is hope. For you see, as God revealed the truth to me of his love and how I was a precious treasure to him, he took my shame, he took my confusion, my self-condemnation, my fears, my insecurities, and he replaced them with his peace. There is sadness in my heart, and there will always be until Jesus calls me home. But I cling to the truth of 2 Samuel 12:23. When King David says of the death of his baby with Bathsheba, "Can I bring him back? No, but I will go to him." I don't know if I would have done anything different, but I wish I would have seen at least an ultrasound and have known all the details of abortion. The Women's Resource Center will graphically share that information with them, every stage that an abortion is done, what their baby will go through. God replaced my shame with anticipation of seeing my baby in heaven. God planted a seed in my heart and has given me the privilege of being His instrument in presenting heartbeat bottles for babies. Nearly 2,000 babies are aborted daily in the United States. In Nebraska, 2,100 every year. 80% of the unborn are saved when a mother sees an ultrasound of her baby, 40% without. Heartbeat provides empty baby bottles to be filled with your change or however God speaks to your heart. All money collected will go to the Women's Resource Center in North Platte, specifically for these ultrasounds. The Women's Resource Center is a pro-life, nonprofit organization. They are an outreach ministry and has served West Central Nebraska since 1989. Their specific purpose is to protect the life of the unborn. They offer love and practical help to those with unplanned pregnancies. They advocate healthy and moral relationships and minister the good news of salvation through Jesus Christ. All their services are free of charge. They do not provide nor do they refer to abortions. They also help women who have had abortions with healing, and also the men or boys that were also instrumental in that decision. I ask that you prayerfully consider joining me in this mission to help support the Women's Resource Center. When I was starting this ministry, the enemy really worked on me. He was telling me, why do this? What does it matter? You know that baby's going to heaven. You don't really need to do anything. And I struggled with that. It was a bad thought. But God spoke to my heart and He said, I created that baby for a purpose. And my purpose and my will is worth fighting for. And I love that baby. And I mean for it to be born. And that settled it in my heart that this was definitely the thing to do, and God put an excitement in my heart for it. I just ask that you please pray for God's favor, mercy, and grace upon Heartbeat, and that all monies that are donated would save the life of an unborn, not some, not 80%, but every ultrasound this ministry funds, I pray those babies will be saved. I thank you for your time, and may God bless.